So in 2008, a local gifted school, private gifted school, closed up on very short notice, just 2 hours notice, 6 weeks into the school year. Parents were kind of in a panic. What are they going to do with their kids? Where are they going to send them? I met with another dad whose kid was also at the school. We realized this was something that we really needed to have still. And so we started brainstorming ways that we could either rescue that school or create a new one. We invited people, former parents from that school, to help out, and some did, and word got out. We spread the word further and got other parents involved, and we ended up with a group of about 20 pretty active people that helped to create this school.
They talk with charter schools about how you're really building the plane while you're flying it.
Originally, it was just scrambling from one fire to another.
The director, Nikki Myers, who's phenomenal, has had the vision of where it needs to go, but we had to invent a lot of processes, and it was very rocky our first year.
Our goal was to create a school where highly gifted kids could come and really thrive.
The atmosphere in the very first days of school was pretty much what it is now, which is excitement and wondering what is around the corner.
The school was designed for gifted students, multi-age levels. So if you had a kindergartner who needed 4th grade math, you could be a kindergartner in a 4th grade math classroom.
We don't have anything holding us back in our classrooms. We can just go to a lower level or a higher level. We get to go to whatever level that we need.
Every child has different goals. By having them for 2 years, they have a broader time to develop who they are. We try really hard to utilize best practices in gifted education.
The design of the school was to grow to 3 classrooms per division and to really hold there, because we don't want the school to get too big and lose all that individual attention that we're able to give these students.
It truly is a collaborative environment, both between classroom teachers and other teachers, but also between parents and teachers.
It's great to be able to see these kids connect with each other. We want to be a different school, and that takes all of us. That's not just the teacher's job to make sure that happens, that's the student's job as well.
Here it's kind of like a safe haven. It's where kids can express themselves, and in fact everybody's popular.
There's a culture that's been created here, and we see it. The beginning of every year we get new kids that come in, and they will sometimes kind of start doing inappropriate things. Here, of course, the staff doesn't tolerate it, but here the kids also don't put up with it.
Well, the students are very kind and nice, and they're always generous.
I feel like he's always safe.
We do Division 4 mentors this year, where a few people from each class mentor a few 5th graders. It's just really nice for me to have all those friends who are compassionate.
Everybody's weird in the school in their own individual good way.
It's a happy place. It's a place where they're challenged to do their very best, and yet not shamed if they don't meet up to the same standard as their friend.
This need to not be perfect, but to try things, because that stumbling block allows them to grow. But that can never happen if you don't have an atmosphere of trust.
This school has a value of kindness and compassion as part of the school's mission and part of its operating principles.
I've seen it be an academic home for the teachers. There's conferences and things that they will attend. There's a lot of in-school training that we provide, and then a lot of discussion and team meeting time for the brainstorming piece of what's needed for these kids.
They know so much about child development.
All the teachers can adapt to the situation. They know that at the school, children are more sensitive.
I've seen children transformed just by the way they're loved and respected.
I love working with our team. We have fun. I mean, we are family. We are.
To watch parents be able to come in and find that they have an academic home where they can share with others parents, yes, my child was reading very, very early, and I'm not bragging. I need to know what you've done.
Every parent that I have ever communicated with has always been overly giving.
We've exceeded in dealing with the twice exceptional part. I've seen children that have come in, they've gone on to be very successful when just coming to school was a challenge. Just getting dressed in the morning was a challenge.
Let's just say that everything that I thought I knew about teaching, I had to chuck out the window when I came here.
I know that at some point during the school day, my kids are going to learn something and I'm going to learn something.
So you keep discovering talents that you didn't know your child had.
The rigor of the questioning that she was asking the kids was well above, where did he go? What was he doing? And I was just like, wow, that is intense learning going on there.
So we have this integrated program so that a student at any point can find various streams to the heart of that subject.
Right now we're studying fossils and biomes.
All sorts of different age students are working with different age students, and we all feel fine with it. We were discussing allocation and use of natural resources.
We have a very project-based educational environment.
They had brain hats that they put on, and we also had someone bring in a cow's brain, and so the older students dissected it.
In 6th grade, I did an engineering project.
I was Molly Brown. I went to the Pioneers Museum, and I got to present to a lot of people.
In the spring, we have it's been the Renaissance Festival. Last year it was a Greek festival. There's always a play. They're doing Shakespeare in our gym.
We have the Spanish night.
We planned out an idea for a castle, so then we'd build it with like the whole entire wall and structures. Not just writing about a castle, you're actually going to build it out and make blueprints and stuff.
Our TCAPS results were very gratifying this spring. While we're busy practicing kindness and compassion, we're also showing great academic achievement.
It's a great building, and we do love it here, but we need to expand.
We're now reaching the limits of our physical plant. We would like to have a room that serves as a gifted resource center that parents can have a librarian to meet and talk.
Sorry. Everybody cries.
Sorry.
Got a little choked up.